Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set up the Esky simulator on a XP computer. Okay, got your transmitter. Go ahead and make sure you got it plugged in. If you plug it in for the first time, you'll get a little icon that'll pop up at the bottom of your screen telling you you found a USB device. Put the CD in. If it doesn't pop up with a little window, go to My Computer and you'll see it. Little icon for it. Double click on it. It'll read the disk and it'll come up with a couple different things. You want to go to FMS setup. And it's going to ask you if you want English or German. And if you're listening to me, you want English. Just click I agree with terms and condition, next. If you want to change where it's going to install to, this is where you do it, but most people just click next. It's going to install the program. The faster your computer is, the faster it'll do it. If you got a slow computer, it may take a while. And it's going to come up with tell you that it's all done, and it's going to ask you if you want to launch the program now. And I do, so I'm just going to click finish. Okay, it brings up a little screen with an airplane. You can just go ahead and drag the screen out, enlarge it. First thing you got to do is go ahead and make sure you're going to calibrate your controls. So go to up at the top, go to controls, go to analog control, and it's going to bring up a little menu. And you want to click on joystick interface and click mapping/calibration. Alright, it's going to bring up a little menu. And what you're going to want to do is take your little transmitter here, put everything in the middle, all your trim tabs and the throttle stick. Make sure that's right in the middle. And there we go. Then click on calibrate. Now what you want to do is move the sticks all around the circles. Alright, and then put the throttle stick back in the center. And click next. And now you are done. Just click finish. So now your transmitter is calibrated. So now we got to change a couple of the settings to make sure that we get all the correct functions for our helicopter. So I want this to be my throttle. So this is, as you see the slider moving up and down. So what we're going to do is over here on the side, I'm going to go down to throttle. I'm going to change that number to what the slider that's moving is, which is number 3. Okay, and then I'm also going to go down to the bottom where it says pitch, because that's also the pitch. So I'm also going to change that to 3. Okay, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to check the other ones. My rudder, channel 4, change that up the top. And then also the tail, change that to number 4. You got aileron, left and right, it's channel 1. I'm going to change that, channel 1, and then roll, that's what that is, channel 1. And then your elevator, it's the only one that's left, and that's already set, channel 2, channel 2. So my settings are 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3. Now I know for this, you got to make them all backwards. So just click on the invert tabs for all of them. Okay, and then click OK. Now click OK again. Scale back out. Okay, we're going to go ahead, and since we're going to want to practice for helicopters, go up to the top, click on Model, Load. It'll bring up a little menu. You can go online to their website and download additional models, but for the ones here, I'm going to click on 3D. This is a collective pitch helicopter, so it's going to be in stunt mode, meaning you're going to want to have the throttle stick in the middle. Click Open. You'll see it come up on the screen. And again, I know the controls are the right ones. I think so. And It's not too bad. You know, practice on what you need to practice on. If you need to practice on hovering, practice on that. I mean, it's fun to play around, but use it as a simulator to learn on. And again, there are other ones you can download and buy. So, but this works pretty good. It's nice. It'll teach you what you need to know, the basics of it at least. Bring it back down here. Oh, I crashed. And when you crash, just hit I, and that'll reset your model for you. And that's how you use the FMS simulator for this one. And it works pretty good. I'm like, it's nice because you don't have any batteries or anything like that. It's all USB. I mean, you can unplug it and plug it as you need it. That's really, really nice and handy. So, pick it up. Okay, one other thing I want to tell you about. The throttle stick on this thing has a ratchet on it, little ratchet action, and it's just really, really annoying. You get a nice transmitter, they don't have ratchet action on them, and all my other ones I've actually gone through and taken that out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same to this, and to do so, it's really simple. On the back, you got 4 screws, you got 2 down here, 2 up here. Go ahead and take those screws out. And you don't have to worry about it because there's nothing connected to this piece. The same procedure is used on these 2 also, but the big exception is you have a bunch of wires connected to this, so you can't pull it apart very far. You can only pull it apart like that far. But simulator, nothing connected to this. Go ahead. And what we're looking at, throttle stick is right here, and here's this ratchet thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, unscrew it, flip it over, and no more ratchet action. And what you do is you bend it down to give you a little bit of resistance on the throttle stick, because you don't want it just to be really, really loose. So again, after you flip it over, just bend it down. That'll give you the resistance you need, and then you can put it back together, and then you got a nice, smooth throttle stick.